Hey everyone, how's it going? Christopher Drummond here, and I'm here at P. Frank MD in Manhattan. And I am, as you can see, in my office space here. I'm actually waiting for a client to come in, and I figured I was going to do today a little bit of more talking about permanent makeup, about microblading, about nanoblading, what it all is, how to do it, give kind of the basic information on trainings as well, and try and do it all in about 5 to 10 minutes. So let's see how that goes. So I do trainings for all types of permanent makeup, whether it is microblading, whether it is nanoblading, whether it's shading, whether it's using a machine like this, which is a Nouveau Contour, a rotary machine as well. And I also train people, advanced training, but also on eyeliner and also on lips. And I train all of those either on a manual tool or with a machine. So there's all of that going on here. And as I said, it's kind of up to you what type of training you would want to have done. Now, that being said, a lot of people ask me, well, what should I do first? And I always tell people, start with the basics. You start with something like microblading, or what I like to do nowadays is nanoblading, which is a thinner stroke, and it's a thinner tool than what you're using for microblading, so you get a much more realistic hair stroke than you do with a regular microblade. So it's usually a 2 or 3 day training, depending on what you need and what you want. If you're experienced, if you're a professional makeup artist, if you're an esthetician and you have some experience in makeup and drawing eyebrows, then we can do a 2 day. If you have no experience in drawing eyebrows, because that's a big part of doing this, obviously, then it's going to be a 3 day. So it's really up to you what you want to do. If you wanted to do just brows, if you wanted to do eyeliner, if you want to learn shading techniques, if you want to learn, I also do scalp pigmentation trainings. So it's really up to you what you want to do and how you want to do it. The good thing about what I do is I give one-on-one trainings, and more I'm seeing unqualified people giving larger trainings, which are horrible. In my opinion, even if someone's really good, to be in a big group of people, of 20 or so people, and do a training and try to learn microblading in 3 days, it's near impossible. So I always tell people it's a one-on-one with me. Maybe you'll have 2 people, but that's usually about it. And you get a lot more personalized attention. You can ask all the questions you want. You learn at your own pace. You learn at your own rate. And that's really good. So those are the basics of a training that I do. What I do recommend for people to do is do your research. If you're looking to get microblading done, yes, I train in New York, but I also train throughout the US because I really want people to get a good quality training. So do your research. Make sure that they know what they're doing, that they're doing smaller classes or one-on-one as opposed to having 20 people in a group with one person training them. Where are they going to do the training? How much experience have they had? How long have they been practitioner? Do they have, what type of certification do they have? Are they a licensed esthetician, a licensed medical esthetician? Have they done makeup before? There's all of these questions that you really need to ask because there's no regulations to teach this. So pretty much anybody can say they're a trainer. So I know people that have, learned this, and in 3 months they decided, oh, I want to start making a lot of money and become a trainer. And they do that. And then the people that trained from them don't learn anything, and then they have to come to me to get retrained. So they're not spending $3,000, they're spending $6,000. So don't be cheap. If someone is offering a $900 training, do not do it. The normal price for a training for a 2 day is about $2,500, and for a 3 day is about $3,500. So And I'm not saying that if someone charges that, that means they're going to be good. They're not. You have to ask a lot of questions and do a lot of researching before you pull the trigger with them, because usually you have to pay a deposit, which is non-refundable. And, you know, that's it. So just do your research. As with anything else, you have to make sure that the person knows what they're doing. And read reviews, go on their Facebook page, go on their Instagram pages, make sure that the pictures that they have listed are theirs, because a lot of people use fake pictures as well. So there's a lot of stuff. Just do your research. This is a big investment. Training and learning microblading and or permanent makeup with a machine or a manual tool, it's a commitment. It's not, you're not going to learn this in 3 days and start making thousands of dollars. It took me a good couple of years before I started making really good money with this, because I didn't really know what I was doing for a while. So a good 6 months to a year is what you're going to need before you really, really know what you're doing. So keep all of that in mind. If you want any more information, just email me, or you have information down here. You can direct message me. You can go on my Instagram page, which is CD Brows NYC. I have a Facebook page for CD Brows as well. Let me know what you think. And like I said, I train all throughout the US. I do one-on-one trainings, so you might want to think about it. Do your research, and I'll talk to you guys later. Good luck.